Now on WCIA 3 News.
I heard the loudest boom out here that I've ever heard.
An explosion rocked one community. What firefighters believe caused it.
Firefighters wanted to save this home. How they worked hours to try and make it happen.
Unfortunately, Bryce won't be around for a very long time.
Plus, the clock is ticking for an Indiana family with ties to Central Illinois, why they're making their time count.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10. On our way to the scene, we can see heavy fire.
A family is without a home after an explosion and fire. Good evening. I'm Ty Bateman.
And I'm Eric Payne. A man is dead and a woman is in the hospital after their home exploded and caught fire. It happened last night in rural Sullivan, northeast of town. The coroner says 20-year-old Jared Schrock was found dead under rubble. I spoke with neighbors who say it was the loudest noise they've ever heard, and you could see the fire and smoke from miles away.
We knew that it was a pretty big incident.
Mike Piper is Sullivan's fire chief. He says they got the call around 10 Friday night. When they got to the home, the flames were out of control.
This is the worst residential fire explosion I've ever seen.
Piper says debris was scattered hundreds of feet away from the home.
This one appeared to have been a pretty significant leak just by the amount of debris that was spread.
Alma Appenzeller lives about a half-mile away.
I heard the loudest boom out here that I've ever heard.
She says that's when the first responders came from everywhere.
There was many sirens, many fire trucks, rescue people coming from the north and the south. I realized this was not my house settling. This was more than a house settling.
Piper says their first priority was to find the two missing people. Within 10 minutes, they found a woman trapped under rubble.
She was breathing and was transported to a local trauma center. And then we continued to search for the male that was missing.
But when they found him, he was dead under the debris. The coroner says it was 20-year-old Jared Schrock. The risk was still there for dozens of firefighters as they tried to put out the flames for hours.
Worrying about more explosions, not knowing what's under the debris that we're standing on, trying to put it out. And in this case, not knowing where the people that were missing were actually located.
We're told the woman is in critical condition. The state fire marshal was at the home investigating what caused the home to explode today. The fire chief says based on the preliminary report, they suspect it was a propane leak. The home, along with what was inside, is a complete loss.